Hi, I'm Chris Elliott from OnStream Energy. We're a designer and operator of small-scale hydro schemes. We often work in historic settings and always in settings whereby the protection of the river ecology is as important as generating renewable energy. So the site we're looking at today is a really good example of reuse of historic infrastructure. What we've done is taken the elements that were there, preserved those historic parts of it, and then repurposed them, adding in new fish passage structures and new screening structures so that it conforms with modern best practice and allows us then to generate renewable energy from the water that's been abstracted. So the elements up at the top include the weir itself, which is a historic structure, but which was in a state of disrepair. We made sure that we designed a fish pass which allowed the salmon and sea trout which were in the river to pass through without any delay, and also the eels which need to move for their life cycle to move past. They need a different type of structure, so those things were added in. We were also able to add in sensitively screening equipment which excludes fish and excludes debris from the water that we abstract and is automated in its operations so that we don't actually have to visit the site. And that's been done in a way which is relatively in keeping with its setting. We then abstract that water down a leat which is nearly a mile long, and that leat's relatively level. So as it's running down the valley, the river's dropping away at a steeper level, and at the bottom end we've got a difference of about 15 metres between the water level in the leat and the water level in the river, and it's that pressure that that difference creates which actually operates the turbines themselves. So within the powerhouse, which is a relatively small structure, we have got the turbine itself, the control system, and also the grid connection. So all those elements are within a relatively innocuous looking building. And from that we've got an underground connection onto the national grid. So the site we're at Walkhampton is a great example of the reuse of historic infrastructure, also meeting current best practice in terms of environmental protections, and it allows us to generate power in a way which is locally significant. So at maximum around about 100 kilowatts, which is perhaps enough for about 150 homes.